Good afternoon or evening, depending on your time zone, and welcome to Deck Tech Daily. If you are new to Magic the Gathering Arena or need a little bit of guidance, then this is the channel for you. Today we are attempting the sealed Through the Omenpaths challenge. Basically how it works is you receive 6 sealed Through the Omenpaths packs, and you build a 40 card deck out of the cards you receive in them, and you compete against other players who built their 40 card deck out of the packs they received. It is an excellent way to learn a brand new set because you're only playing with the cards in that set, and so you have to master the mechanics in that specific set. So for example, in Sealed Through the Omenpaths, which would also be in paper play Marvel's Spider-Man, I guess Wizards of the Coast could not obtain the video game rights for it, so they basically redid all the artwork and rename some of the cards because they can't use Spider-Man in video games. But all the cards, their abilities, their effects are all the same. The mechanics all the same, just the artwork and some of the cards' names are different. So if you have blue-white, it's modified, use auras, equipment, and counters. Blue and black is connive. Black and red is mayhem, which is basically if you discard that card, you can play it for a lower cost as long as you play it that turn. Red and green, large spells. Green and white is inweb, which basically allows you to play a creature for a lower cost as long as you return a tapped creature from your hand. Okay, so I'm going to be going through all the cards we receive, how I'm going to build the deck, why I chose the cards I did, and then show you some gameplay. Let's get going. Okay, so 6 sealed packs. It's going to show us the rares first. Okay, basically you want to choose like 1 or 2, maybe 3 rares and like kind of build your deck around those specific cards. Okay, this one's a great one. Kren, Undercity Dreamer. In Spider-Man, this would be Miles Morales. When Kren enters, put a +1/+1 count on each of up to 2 target creatures. So that's definitely great for if you're building a green deck. Fate Weaver, another Reach and Death Touch. We might go green in this one. I'll have to look at the commons and uncommons and see what we have. Okay, Reality Fulcrum. When this artifact enters, exile the top 2 cards of your library. Until next turn, you may play those cards. Kind of good for like a mono red aggro type deck. Most Helpful Weaver. For 1, creates a 2/1 green spider creature token with reach. Okay. So let's see here. Arachnomania. The legend rule doesn't apply to spiders. So yeah, like legendary creatures, you can't have more than 1 of each specific legendary creature in play. So with this on the field, yeah, you can have as many as you want, obviously. Let's see. Mechanic. MacD the Itzla. Flying artifacts and creatures your opponent's control enter tapped. If non-recorded, this art enters with 3 film counters. Remove a film counter from this artifact. Copy target activated or triggered ability you control. And Angular Shield. Probably won't use this one. Okay, now let's look at the commons and uncommons we get. Okay, so here are commons and uncommons. Basically, you want to look for specific cards that, for example, if you see a list like top 10 Through the Omenpaths cards to draft, obviously you want to look for those first. And like I said before, you want to kind of build your deck around specific rares you have. The green we had was pretty good and somewhat white, so depending on the cards we have, I might go green and white. So I'm going to look at those first. Okay, Helpful Weaver, create a 2/1 green spider creature token. Archangler Skyrod. Flash, choose 1, tapper. Okay. Crime Scene Instructor. This creature enters, put a +1/+1 counter on it. When it leaves the battlefield, put its +1 counters on target creature you control. This is meant to, like I said, understanding the mechanics of this set, the inweb, basically if it's tapped, and then you can play another creature for a smaller cost. For example, right here, Darvel, inweb. So it's a 3/3 and it's 3 mana. However, for its inweb cost, if you return a tapped creature, you can play it for just 1 white mana. A 3/3 for just 1 is pretty amazing. So you kind of want to play it like this. Crime Scene Instructor. play this on turn 2, turn 3, like attack with it, have it tapped, and then like for a 1, you can inweb it. So then you can transfer the +1/+1 counter on Crime Scene Instructor over to Darvel. So it'll enter as a 3/3 with a counter on it. So that's a 4/4. And then on the next turn, you can play Crime Scene Instructor again. So you see how that mechanic works. So you want to look for cards like that. That's how they work in sync with each other is the easiest way I can explain it. So assuming I stick with white and green, I'm obviously going to choose these two. But let's see, okay, where is the green cards? Let's see what we have out of that set. Fate Weaver, yeah, Reach, Death Touch, pretty amazing. And for 2, you can sacrifice it, search your library for a Spider Hero card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Kren, yeah, that's amazing. Cruel, this creature gets +2 until end of turn. Grow extra arms. Oh yeah, target creature gets +4/+4 until end of turn. Okay, so that's kind of like a giant growth, very similar to that. Look at the other green cards we have. Scout the City. Choose 1. Mill 3 cards. You may put a permanent from among them into your hand. And Bring Down. Destroy target creature with flying. Favorite Fighter. When this creature enters, create a treasure token. Tunnel Web Explorer. Inweb. When Zan enters, search for a basic land card. Put it on battlefield, tap, then shuffle. Reach. Trample Ward. Okay. Another thing to take into consideration is this gameplay and draft is a bit slower. Like it's basically impossible to win on like turn 3 or 4. It's going to be like 7, 8, 9 turns at least before anyone wins. So cards that are like higher in mana cost, are pretty common in this format. See, Gallant Citizen. When this creature enters, draw a card. This is another one that works well with the Inweb ability. So like it enters, draw a card, then you use it as the Inweb creature for another one of yours. So that way on a later turn you can play this again, and its ability will trigger an additional time, letting you draw a card. This one, Janny Hoppy Roof Skippers. Oh, forget what card this is in the Spider-Man set, but these have some corny names. During your turn, Janny and Hoppy has flying. Leaves the battlefield, create a green, white, human citizen creature token. Okay. Yeah, so I might go with white and green, but before... Oh, this one is definitely... This is Rhino in the Spider-Man set. For 7, Vigilance, Trample, Haste. When it attacks, if you cast a spell mana value 4 or greater, this turn draw a card. This spell, this creature counts as a spell of mana value 4 or greater, so you get to draw a card no matter what. Okay, so I'm gonna take a look at the red cards now. Well, let me start with blue, just to see. Okay, Vision. Unstable Experiment. Target player draws a card. Target creature you control connives. Okay. Drix Inception. Choose one or both. Count to target spell. Vazen, Two-Faced Trickster. You may enter as a copy of a creature you control. Outsmart the Amateur. Choose one, draw 3 cards, or counter target spell and draw a card. That's 5 mana. Let's look at the black. Okay. So Death Touch, work, Surveil, then draw 2 cards, you lose 2 life. Okay, that's what Dr. Octopus's like Experiment is the Spider-Man version of this card, I believe. Nil, Vissel, return target villain card from your graveyard to your hand. Scorvus, Crime Lord, Death Touch. At beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, target creature you control connives. Destroy target creature, you gain 2 life. Yeah, I don't like the black cards too much in this set, but red. This one, Shock, is pretty good. Low cost removal, does 2 damage to any target. Flying Haste. Oh, in Spider-Man, this is the Hobgoblin. Whenever you discard a card, this gets +2 until end of turn. Full Throttle Fanatic. Target creature gains haste until end of turn. Galvanized Workforce. Trample. When you cast a spell of mana 4 or greater, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. Romantic Rendezvous. Discard a card, then draw 2 cards. You want to use that in combination with a card that has the Mayhem ability. Let me see right here. So you see here, it's normally a 4 cost, but its Mayhem cost is 2, so you may cast this... Oops. You may cast this card from your graveyard for 2 if you discard it this turn. So basically, if you have 4 mana total, you want to use Romantic Rendezvous. So you discard a card, then draw 2 cards. The card you want to discard is Sadistic String Puller. And then you can use your 2 remaining mana to play this. So you see how they work in sync with each other. That's another way to, like I said, learn the mechanics of this set. That's an example of Mayhem. Okay, let's continue. What other red cards do we have? Kefon Rage Incubator. Menace. Discard this card. Okay, a few good red cards. So... basically, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to go around white, green, and a little bit of red, since I don't think I have enough cards to build it just green and white. And as soon as I get done, I'll let you know. And we're back. Okay, so yeah, I went with a green, white, and a little bit of red. How I laid this out. Low-cost creatures on the left, getting more expensive as we go down. The most expensive being Zakao, Predation Shadow. And here, Romantic Rendezvous and Treat Trolley. Draw a card and a card to help build mana. Some removal. Shock. Spectacular Tactics. Choose 1. Destroy target creature of 4 or greater, or put a +1 counter on target and gains hexproof. So it's kind of like Snakeskin Veil for protection, or it can be removal. And Mothwing Shroud. When this enchantment enters, exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls until this leaves the battlefield. My buff cards right here. Rhino's Rampage. Target creature gets +1 until end of turn, then fights target creature and opponent controls. I got 2 Grow Extra Arms. Target creature gets +4/+4 until end of turn. Okay, so here's my buffs. Here's my removal. Here's my draw and ramp, I guess you could say. Ramp being terminology for like building as much mana as fast as possible. Okay, and so my 1-drop, the only one I have, but it's a great 1-drop, Fate Weaver, Reach and Death Touch. Plenty of 2-drops. The most helpful Weaver creates a 2 green spider creature token with Reach. Level 2, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. And 3 is target creature gains double strike. 3 Crime Scene Instructors. So this card is going to show up in every one of my plays. When this creature enters, put a +1 counter on it. And when it leaves the battlefield, put its +1 counters on target creature you control. What I'm going to try to do in every match is, get this in play. And then I'm going to try to work with, where is it? Here they are. Okay, so Darvel, it's in-web cost, which basically you return the tapped Crime Scene Instructor, and for only 1 cost you get Darvel out, and then that'll transfer the tokens out over to Darvel. Then next turn I can just play Crime Scene Instructor again, and then hopefully repeat the process with, I have 2 Zan Tumbleweb Explorer. It's N-Web. It's a 4/3, and whenever Zan enters, search your library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. So, and then of course the tokens will transfer over to him, and I can search for a basic land, try to get up to 6 or 7 as fast as possible, so I can play either Zakao or Shizak, Apex Arachnosaur. I forget what this is in the Spider-Man format. So basically, it revolves heavily around Crime Scene Instructor. Also, Kren has the ability to put +1/+1 counters on there. Also, Gallant Citizen, when this creature enters, draw a card. If I don't have my Crime Scene Instructor, I can just use Gallant Citizen and return that to my hand and play it next turn just to get more draw power. Johnny Hoppy Roof Skipper's a green and white, so perfect for this deck. Whenever she leaves the battlefield, it creates a green-white human creature token. So many of these work well with the end-web costs of Zan and Darvel. I wish I had one more that I could like use the end-web cost, but 3, I should be able to get it going at least once in every match. So, okay. So, and then modifications is somewhat big in this set as well. Basically, any creature that has like a counter on it counts as a modified creature. It was introduced in Kamigawa, Nihon Dynasty, that set. Okay, so let's go on to match 1 and see how we do. Match 1 of the sealed Through the Omenpaths challenge. Let's see how we do. Opponent gets to go first. We have a removal, Rhino's Rampage, Kren, Grow Extra Arms. I don't feel it's the best opening hand, but... yeah, I guess I'm going to keep it. And hopefully I can draw another creature on turn 2 or 3. So yeah, they might be going white as well. Okay. Zor, when another creature enters, you gain 1 life. With the Spider, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Okay, we got Fate Weaver. Great. So I'm definitely going to begin off with that. Now let's see. Yeah, they're going green and white as well. So probably a similar strat. Well, I didn't get this card in the draft. At least I don't think. I would have noticed it because like there weren't many 1-drops. Okay, so next turn, I can either attack and play a Grow Extra Arms, or... Okay, so Perfected Pastry for white, sacrifices artifact, put a +1 to target creature. Okay, that's what they're doing. Okay. Definitely gonna play this. Okay. It still only has one attack, so I'm not too worried. I think I'm gonna... See, I want to play Crime Scene Instructor first and then play Kren. That way I can put one of the +1/+1 counters from Kren onto the Crime Scene Instructor. So that way if I in-web him, I'll have multiple +1 counters that can transfer. Yeah, I might do that first. So I'm going to get him on the field. I currently don't have an in-web card in my hand, but hopefully I can draw one in the next turn or two. Gonna swing with Fate Weaver. It goes through. So, Plains, Forest, and Swamp. Okay. Scuttling Spider Coach. For Trample, Artifact Vehicle. When this vehicle attacks or blocks it, gets +1 until end of turn for each spider you control. Okay. I do have the Mouthwing Shroud, which exile target non-land permanent an opponent controls, so... Yeah, that's... Well, any permanent they have, other than lands, so... Okay. I could sacrifice this and search for a Spider Hero card, reveal it, so I can get one of my in-web creatures that way. Okay, so I'm going to stick to the plan. I'm going to play Kren. I'm going to put... I might sacrifice this just so I can get one of my in-web creatures, the Fate Weaver. So I'm going to put one +1 token on Crime Scene Instructor, another on Kren. Now I'm going to swing with the Fate Weaver and Crime Scene Instructor. Now they're down to 15. So next turn... I can attack and then use 2 to sacrifice Fate Weaver. Oh, he didn't do anything. I'm surprised. I'm confused why he did not do anything. There's only one field wipe in this set, and it's black, which he is running, so it's possible he might have it, but like I said, there's only one, and it's a rare, so chances he actually has it are slim to none. Okay, so I'm probably, just to get rid of this, I'm going to use the Rhino's Rampage on Crime Scene Instructor, so it gets +1, and I'm going to get rid of Zora that way. I feel he has something. He's just, like, maybe waiting on when to use it exactly, I'm not sure. Oh, okay, the Spectacular Tactics. Yeah, that gets it hexproof until... Okay. Okay, so... just hexproof. So yeah, like, the only thing it would kill is Fate Weaver, but this has Death Touch, and hexproof is not the same as indestructible. So I'm going to, yeah, swing with everything. Oh yeah, so he's gonna crew that. Okay. What's these blocking Kren? Okay, so it's gonna get the +1/+1. Do I want to use the grow extra arms on... Yeah, I kind of want to protect Kren, so... Yeah, I don't want him to die, so... Now our opponent's down to halfway, and I still get to keep everything. Okay. And I got rid of the vehicle he has. Okay. I was debating whether I should use the grow extra arms on, like, a Crime Scene Instructor or Fate Weaver since they're attacking directly. Oh, he didn't do anything. Why... Okay. Well... Okay, so I'm gonna play this enchantment just to get rid of Zora. Now I'm gonna swing with everything. Unless he has something with Flash, maybe he's gonna play. Okay, so he destroyed the Sudden Strike, destroy target attacking or blocking creature. Okay, well, I get to transfer all of the tokens from Crime Scene Instructor, I guess, over to Kren. Yeah, I guess I'll keep Fate Weaver out for one more turn. Just because his Death Touch might come in handy depending on what he plays. Oh, he quit. Never mind. Victory. Match 2 of the sealed Through the Omenpaths challenge. Let's see, we get to go first. We have generous Betty, Ray, Cam, Kren. I like that we have the Hobgoblin, or Cam and Ferric, in our opening hand, and Kren. So I can put a token on the Hobgoblin, and whenever you discard, it gets +2. So I'm going to choose to keep this. I'm going to begin off with a mountain. Let's see what they do. Crime scene investigator. Okay. They have forest, so I doubt... Unless they're also playing red, because there's not a whole lot of removal in this set. There's one field wipe, and, well, there's a couple, like, red cards, like Shock or Obliterating Bolt, I think, is in this set. That does 4 damage to target creature. I shall begin off with Cam and Ferric. Swing for 1. Our opponent keeps saying nice for some reason. Lurking Lizards. Whenever you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Okay. Okay, now let's see. Get Plains out. Now, do I want to play the Generous Betty? Enters, put it on another target creature. When attacks, target gains lifelink until end of turn. Yeah, I guess let's go ahead and get this out now and put the counter on Cam and Ferric. As he has flying, so unless our opponent has something with reach or also flying, then they can't block. Let's see what they do next. I guess they're thinking. I guess next turn I can play Kren and put another counter on Cam and Ferric. Okay, our opponent played Stitcher's Wings. When this equipment enters, if it was cast from graveyard, attach it to creature you control. Equipped creature gets +2 and has flying and haste. Okay. Well, he might equip that next turn, so it'll have flying, so it'll be able to block my Cam and Ferric. Okay. So... I don't have any of the creatures with the Inweb ability. So, okay. So, this one has a toughness of 3. So in order to destroy it, I need to have Generous Betty to at least have 3. So I'm going to play Kren. Going to put the counter on Generous Betty. And also Cam. And now swing with both of them. And target modified creature with a lifelink until end of turn. I'm going to target Cam. Since it has a +1/+1 counter on it, so it counts as a modified creature. And I shall end my turn by getting Crime Scene Investigator out. They're probably going to attach the Stitcher's Wings. I'm going to assume... Oh no, they played Trail of Teacups. Which, it's a Saga enchantment for... The first one is mill 5 cards. When you do, this Saga deals damage equal to the greatest power among creature cards in the graveyard. Oh, what did... Okay, so it's probably this one, Oris. So yeah, it does 3 damage. So they destroyed Crime Scene Instructor. But its ability triggers, which transfers the +1 counter over. Yeah, I'm going to do Cam and Ferric. They did not use the Stitcher's Wings to give their Lurking Lizards flying this turn, so they won't be able to block Cam and Ferric. Okay, so if I swing with Kren, he'll definitely block it and kill it, but if he blocks with Lurking Lizards, the Generous Betty, like, neither of them will die, but I can... Whenever I attack with Generous Betty, I want her ability to trigger, which allows a modified creature to gain lifelink until end of turn. So, obviously, I'm going to choose Cam and Ferric as the modified creature, just so it gets lifelink. He'll block Betty. But I'll gain the 4 life because Cam and Ferric got lifelink this turn. The Trail of Teacups, their saga, level 2, target creature you control gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Okay. So we're at 27 life, so even if they hit us, like, we're not losing anytime soon. It's also, if he does swing, he's leaving himself wide open to lose next turn. So let's see, he still has 5 cards in hand, so I'm sure he's got something he can play. Yeah, he's equipping the Lurking Lizards with flying. So that way he can block my Cannon Ferric next turn. He can block anything. Any of my creatures, actually, now. He had to use 2 mana to equip that, though, so now he only has 2 left. Target... Okay, Scorpion Sting. Target creature gets -3. He got rid of Kren. Okay. I only have 1 forest, so I can't play the Chizak, which is very unfortunate. Do I swing with Cam? Yeah, because Lurking Lizards only has 4 power, so it still won't kill Cam. However, if I swing with Generous Betty, he can block that and kill it, so I'm gonna swing... Yeah, I'm gonna swing only with Cam this turn. Because he has no mana, so he can't play any instants or anything to, like, buff it. The only setback is I didn't get Generous Betty's ability to trigger, gaining a lifelink this turn, which is fine. I'm still at 27, so I'm doing amazing. So yeah, as Trail of Teacups, the level 3 just triggered, return target creature from their graveyard to their hand, and they return to that Oris. Its reach at the beginning of combat of your turn, target Spider you control gets +2/+2 until end of turn. That has reach. Okay, so let's see. I still don't have that other forest, which I really need. So I'm going to play the most helpful Weaver. So this creates the Spider token with reach. I guess I'll play my other planes. Now they have reach and a creature with flying. So this is not good. They only have 3 life. I was so close. I just need one more. Either a way to discard to boost Cam's power. Yeah, if I attack, the Lurking Lizards has enough to kill the Cam. And then, so yeah, I'm just going to pass this turn. I want to see if I can, like, bait them into attacking. I'll take a little damage, but then they'll have less blockers for the next turn. Okay, so they're playing the Selesnya Archivist. When this creature enters, choose one, return target card of mana value 4 or greater from your graveyard to your hand, or exile target artifact or enchantment. They exiled the... What was the name of the saga I just had? I completely forgot. Trail something. Okay, why am I not drawing a forest? I had like 6 or 7 of them. I can't play. This would help so much in this situation. The Chizak, Apex Arachnosaur. Yeah, I still can't attack. Like, I'm at 27 life, so like I said, I can take a lot of hits. I just need to find some way to, like, bait them into, like, swinging at me. Or I need to find a way to get this, well, yeah, this one has... Aurus has reach, so it can block any creature with flying. Okay, favored fighter. Create a treasure token. Can't be blocked by more than one creature. Okay. Okay, so... Target creature gets +2/+2, but only until the end of turn. He's debating whether or not he should swing with it or not. Oh, guess not. This card can be very helpful. Target creature gets +4/+4 until end of turn. Okay. I'm gonna swing, but only with Cam. Because, yeah, this Aurus's ability of creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn is really annoying. Okay. He does have 2. Like, I'm wondering if maybe he has a grow extra arms as well. So I'm going to target Cam to get the +4/+4. Yeah, he's got something. Strength of Will. Oh, that gives it a indestructible. And when it's dealt damage, it gets that many +1 counters. Oh, wow. I did not see that coming. That is a very useful... That's a rare card. Yeah, they definitely built their deck around that. Okay. So yeah, you use that to block a powerful creature, and yeah, it gains that many +1/+1 counters on it. Let's do some math here. 15, 20... 24, 25, 6, or 7. Okay, so I have to block with something. I'm curious if they have... Okay, well this can't be blocked. I'm gonna block the... And I'm gonna try and kill the Archivist with this one. Okay. Now let's see what they do. All their creatures are tapped now, so I'm assuming he must have some backup plan, or... Yeah, he's on this... Okay, so he's playing this. It deals X damage to target opponent. Okay, but this doesn't have flying or reach. I'm not sure, because now he's open with... Huh. Am I missing something? I'm just gonna swing with Cam. Oh. He's at 7 life, though. Okay. Now I'm gonna play Chizak. Ugh. I'm seeing it now. Yeah, this might not look too good. Like, I can block with Chizak, the Lurking Lizard, but... Yeah, I might have to take a loss on this one. Yeah, I did not see this one's Strength of Will. I totally did not see that coming. That's what, like, turned this whole match in his favor. Okay. So yeah, there's no way I can block all this, so I'll just have to take the loss on this one. Okay, so we're currently at 1-1. We're allowed 3 losses. We're trying to get the 7 wins, which gets us 2,200 gems and 3 packs. So we're currently here, where the reward's 400 gems and 3 packs. We get another win, 600 gems, 1,200, 14, 16, 2,000, then eventually the 22. Let's continue. Okay, match number 3 of the seal Through the Omenpaths. Opponent goes first. I shall keep. Okay, so let's see what they do. Begin off, I guess it doesn't matter too much. Begin off with the planes. They're going planes as well. So white and blue it looks like they got. Wonderweave Aerialist has Ward 2. This creature has flying as long as it's modified. Okay. So basically like a counter that's on it. Okay, so... I guess... yeah, let me get a crime scene instructor out. And then next turn I'll play like a helpful weaver. Just because it's Saga level 2, put a +1 counter on target creature you control. Then hopefully I can inlet it out. Okay, so... although I'm debating if I should play the Treat Trolley. When this artifact enters, create a food token and add a mana of any color. Yeah, I really want to get this Chezak out as soon as possible, so let me go ahead and play that. I'm just gonna swing with Crime Scene. This Marga on the case has Double Strike. That's definitely a danger, so I want to get rid of that. It also can't be blocked. Generous Betty puts a +1 on target creature. He's obviously choosing Margot. Okay, so now we have 4 lands, but the Tree Trolley counts... So we technically have 5 mana. Okay. Spectacular Tactics. Destroy target creature, power 4 or greater. Put a +1 on target creature you control against hexproof. Okay. Margaret can't be blocked. And it has Double Strike. That is an amazing card. I don't think he could get enough counters on it to win next turn, but... Okay. So let me get another Crime Scene Instructor out. Also... Kren out. Put the counters on each of them. Swing, okay. Yeah, because I can't block it, so I let... So as long as you get it up to, like, Marga up to, like, 10, that's like a guaranteed victory for its attack. The Spectacular Tactics, destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. I might have to hold... Let's see if he's going to put any count... When this creature enters, put a plus on each of up to 2 target creatures. Okay. So he's obviously choosing this. Okay. I could... Am I able to transform him? I could transform Kren, but I don't think that's going to help much. I need... Next turn he's going to win if I can't block the Margot. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of I'm just gonna hold back and hope that he like puts another counter on it, and then I can activate the instant spectacular tactics, but I don't know if he'll do, like, if he does nothing with Margot and just attacks, like, he's gonna win just because it can't be blocked. Okay, so I might be able to use the food, sacrifice it. I'll gain 3 life. Yeah, that's still not going to save me. Because these don't have flying, like, I can't... Yeah, it's Margot isn't at 4, so I can't do nothing. Like, how... Like, I've never seen someone win that fast. It's only turn 4 for him. Like, I've never seen someone win that fast. That's pretty impressive. Okay, well, this is not going according to plan. We're at 2 losses now. Let's see if we can get a few more wins. Hopefully, we shall see. Okay, match 4 of the Through the Omenpaths seal challenge. We get to go first this time, finally. Okay, so I shall keep... Begin off with the plains. Okay, forest. Begin off with Johnny Hoppy Roof Skippers. Oh, the Zakal. This card is very good. Needs 7 mana, though. Leyline Weaver. Tap. Add either mountain or forest. Okay. Just play a plains. Yeah, I'm gonna swing. It has reach, so Leyline Weaver can block. However, they would just trade, and then Janny's ability would trigger, creating a creature token. Okay, so Lurking Lizards. They played the Goblin Bombardment. Sacrifice a creature. This enchantment deals 1 damage to any target. Okay. Yes, I got a mountain. So... I'm gonna swing for 2. And I really want to get rid of this Leyline Weaver, just because it can... You can tap it to add either mountain or forest. Okay. Caldera Brawlers. What does this do? Discard a card. This creature gets +1 and menace until end of turn. Okay. Okay, so... Yeah, I'm gonna swing for 2. I'm gonna use Romantic Rendezvous just to... Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this plains, because I already have 3. I really need... Okay. Okay, great. Finally, we can use the Inweb. So, yeah, I'm gonna Inweb Jenny back to my hand. Her ability will trigger, creating the human creature token. And now I get Zan out for only 3 mana instead of 5. And because Zan just entered, I can search for a basic land. I'm going to pull the Forest just so I can guarantee next turn play the Chizak. And then hopefully somewhere I can get a Mountain, and then that way I can play Zeko the very next turn after. Oh, damn. So that's the destroy target creature. You gain 2 life. Impressive. Should I block? I guess it's almost not even worth it to block in this case. I'd rather just keep it out so I can at least do 1 damage next turn. Okay, so... now I'm gonna play Chizak. They might sacrifice the Goblin Bombardment. No? Sacrifice a creature. Oh, I misread it. Sacrifice a creature. This deals 1 damage to any target. Okay. Augmenter. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, look at that many cards at the top of your library. Put 1 of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. So whenever they attack with that creature. Okay. Now I really need at least 1 more mountain. Okay. What are my options? I can play Crime Scene and put a... +1 counter. Okay. I still can't play Zeko, so he's not even an option at the moment. Let me first begin off with Gallant Citizen. Draw a card. Our opponent only has 1 card in hand. Okay. Yes, we got the mountain. So next turn we can play Zakao. I'm gonna get down the field now. Okay. Now. I don't think he's gonna sacrifice a creature. Like he needs. So okay, let me begin off. Let me play Kren. Now I'm gonna choose Chizak and Gallant Citizen. Now let me also get Crime Scene Instructor out. So I'm like building a wall to defend myself. Okay, so I'm just gonna attack with Chizak. Yeah, he's gonna block with 2 creatures. He has to kill it. Or all 3 of them. Okay, so... put a +1 on this creature. This creature gets end menace until end of turn. What do I want to kill? This one's the toughest, so I think, yeah, it does make sense. This one might be problematic, though, the Augmenter. So I guess... okay, so the lizard is dead. Okay. Phantasmal Vision when this creature attacks, mill a card. Yeah, he's swinging with both of them. I'm gonna block the Augmenter just because I don't want its ability to trigger. Okay. So now, okay. I could also transform Kren, I guess, if I really wanted to. First strike and haste. Okay, but yeah, I'm just gonna get Zakal out. I'm assuming I'm pronouncing that right. Swing with him. I also get to draw a card. Okay, and yeah, he has Vigilance, so he's not going to tap. Ooh, at the beginning of each player's first main phase, you may play +1 counter on this creature. If they do, add... No, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and transform Kren. And also get the Roof Skipper out. Kren has first strike and haste, so okay. Swing with him, and also swing with him. Double the number of counters on each spider. And legendary creature we control. Well, Janny counts as a spider. And also there's Darvel, but he's not currently in play. Okay, so he's blocking everything with Kren, because he knows this is problematic. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll get rid of the Brawlers. And now they're going to trade off. So unless he draws something that can save him this turn, I guess it's a game over for him, but we shall see. Return of the one non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Oh, such a lucky card for him to draw. Okay, I don't want the Augmenter's ability to trigger, so I'm gonna block that for sure. Now the only thing he has to defend him is the Argeir Title Spinner. No, I don't want to add the +1 counter to him to get a... Oh, he quit. Okay, so we're 2-2 currently. Let's see if we can get 3 wins. Match 5 of the sealed Through the Omenpaths challenge. We get to go first. This is not good. I can't play... I'm gonna have to mulligan this one. I shall keep this one. I don't have a Plains to play Crime Scene Instructor, but I have Gallant Citizen. Draw a card. So, hopefully... Yeah, I'll just return Crime Scene Instructor. I have 3 of them in my deck, so there's a good chance I'll just draw them later on. Okay, so let me get Gallant Citizen. When she enters, I get to draw a card. Or he enters. Not sure. So I drew a Plains. So there you go. There's my Plains. Okay. I think I'm going to do the Rhino's Rampage. Creature will get +1 until end of turn, then it fights creature. It's going to fight it, not do damage, so... I'm instead going to play Generous Betty. Target the Citizen, then swing. That does 2 damage. Okay. City Pigeon. When this creature leaves the battlefield, create a food token. Yeah, he's got green and white. That works very well with the Inweb ability because you keep bringing it back to your hand and it creates a food token every time. No red, so I can't play Shock to remove the Cruel Carkles at the moment. I guess I'm gonna attack with everything. Generous Betty's ability will trigger. That way the Citizen will gain Hexproof. Do I want to play the Grow Extra Arms, though? Now, let me save that. They'd be down to 10 now, and I'd be at 26, but... Well, let me see what they play next. Because I know they're probably going to play something good. Referee, okay. It puts... similar to the Kren Miles Morales effect. When it enters, put +1/+1 counters on up to 2 creatures. He's swinging with the City Pigeon. Looks like only that. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, Zan... I can use Zan to get the red mana I need so I can play Shock and maybe get rid of the Pigeon. Okay. But I need 3. Okay, so... He's definitely going to block if I... Okay. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the Gallant Citizen. I need to get rid of this Cruel Carcass thing. They'll trade. And now here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna swing with Betty. He's probably gonna block with the Referee. Which is fine. Like, they'll just... Yeah, they'll trade. Nothing will happen. And now I can Inweb Zan out. Bring Betty back. Okay. Now I can search for the mountain. Get that in place. So next turn, I can just play Betty again. And when she enters, it puts a +1 counter on another creature. And I can also have Shock to get rid of maybe the City Pigeon. So let's see what he does next. Principled Referee. Let's see, when it enters, choose one, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures, or return target creature card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Definitely not a bad card. It gives you a few different options depending on what situation you're in. Okay, so he swung with the City Pigeon. Okay. Yeah, now it's tapped. Maybe he'll Inweb something in. Oh yeah, he's doing the same thing, Inwebbing Zan. Oh no, he just played the normal cost. Okay. So I drew a normal mountain this way. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and use Spectacular Tactics just to destroy a target creature with power 4 or greater, just to get rid of the Zan. And now I'm gonna play Betty. I'm gonna put the +1 counter on Zan. Swing with Zan. He's not gonna block, so that'll do 9. And I'm gonna save the shock. Just see what he does next turn. Archivist. When this choose one, return target card mana value 4 or greater from your graveyard to your hand. Exile target artifact or enchantment. So he's choosing the... yeah, Zan. I'm gonna predict he's gonna inweb... okay, let's see if I can do this. So yeah, he's gonna swing with just the pigeon. Yeah, see, now he doesn't have 5 mana, so he can't play it normally. He's gonna inweb that in, because that works good in sync with the pigeon, because when the pigeon leaves the field, it creates the food token. So I'm gonna shock the pigeon. It'll create the food token, but at least now he can't inweb Zan in. So instead he's going to play the Wonderweave Aerialist. This creature has flying as long as it's modified. It's not modified at the moment. Okay. Gonna swing with both of them. Zan will get the lifelink. He's blocking with the referee. Oh, maybe not. See what he does. I'm definitely going to activate the Grow Extra Arms on Zan. Okay. So I'll gain 9 life. I did 2 direct. Now all he has is the Selesnya Archivist. He played Zora. He's probably going to play the Zan in his hand as well. So yeah, now he has no cards in hand. But yeah, that's going to get buffed. Okay. Zora, whenever another creature you control enters, you gain 1 life, and if it's a spider, put a +1 counter on it. Okay, so Zan is at 5/4. Okay. I'm gonna swing with Zan. And yeah, they're gonna trade. Yeah, I'll let that happen. Thousand Moons. Flying when enters another target creature you control gains flying until end of turn. Okay. The only one that really makes sense is, is this a spider? No, so it won't gain the +1 token. He'll swing for 3, but you know, I'm just gonna sacrifice the food token just to gain 3 life, so okay. Should I save this? I don't know. I can also use it to block, maybe. So I just passed it just because I want to see what he does. Okay, so yeah. Pass. I'm gonna block this one. And then use the grow extra arms. Does he have something? One card in hand. He might have something. So Betty's at 6-7 now. Okay. Not a good draw. I don't need this forest for nothing. I'm just gonna swing and hopefully do 2. I don't think he's gonna block with Zora, because this card's pretty useful. Whenever another creature you control enters, you gain 1 life, and if it's a spider, it gets a +1 token. Okay. Well, this isn't half bad. Yeah, I'm gonna play Kren's Backside. It has first strike. And I can pay 2 for it to get +1/+1 and gain hexproof. Okay. So I'm gonna swing. It doubles the counters on each spider, but I don't have that at the moment. I'm gonna save the 2 mana just because, in case he has some kind of removal. Okay, so he's blocking with Zora. That's fine. Because yeah, I believe I can activate that on any turn. 2, put a +1 counter on Kren. It gains hexproof and becomes colorless until end of turn. Yeah, so I'm gonna save the 2 just in case he has some kind of removal. So he's playing another Zora. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess he's not swinging. Okay. Can I activate that more than once? Just pay 2. Destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. Okay, I'm obviously activating the 2. Yeah, I can activate it again. Okay, so next. Okay, so he's blocking with Zora. I'm gonna play another Plains. So yeah, I can activate that. Yeah, and the +1 counter stays that way. Wow. Yeah, he just quit. Okay, so we're 3-2. So we're currently at the 1,200 gems and 3 packs for the prize. Let's see if we can get a few more wins. Match number 6 of the sealed Through the Omenpaths challenge. Opponent goes first. Plains, Mountain, Forest, Shock. We have a little bit of everything. This is a pretty good opening hand. I shall keep this. The only thing that would have made it better is if we got to go first. This card again, Zora. Okay, well, I want to hurry and get rid of that as soon as possible. So I'm going to shock it. Okay, the next turn. Okay, so let's see. Merciless Enforcers, lifelink. This creature deals 1 damage to each opponent for 4. Okay. Let me go ahead and play the Cam or the Hobgoblin, depending on if you're playing Paper Magic or Arena. Okay, so Common Crook. When this creature dies, create a treasure token and City Pigeon. Wow, a lot of good, like, you know, 1 or 2 drops in his opening hand. Okay, so... that's flying, but this has a toughness of 2, so it's not like it'll kill it if I attack. This one, though, has lifelink. I really gotta get rid of that somehow. Yeah, let me play the Gallant Citizen to draw. I'm going to swing for 1. I'm going to keep the Citizen out just because I don't want the lifelink to keep triggering on this card. Oh, gee. Man, he had the perfect opening hand. Like, that was perfect. Like, how... Okay. What are my options here? I'm gonna play Janel and the Crime Scene Investigator. And swing for 1. Now if he blocks, if he swings with the Merciless Enforcers, I can block with either Janny or the Crime Scene Instructor. Like, this guy had such a perfect... Okay, so he's not swinging with him. This dies, creates a treasure token. No, he's not. He's just swinging with the pigeon. It looks like. Okay, so... when Gororil deals damage to a spider, destroy that creature. Definitely gonna play Betty and... I'm gonna put this on the Citizen just so I have a few other ways. I'm gonna swing with Janny. And another target gains flying until... How... You see how perfect... Like, what are the odds that you draw, like... Like, I don't get it. Like... Okay. Like, he had the perfect out of 6 packs. Like, this is why, like, this game is somewhat rigged. Like, how do you draw, like, the most perfect synchronous, like, 6 card... Okay. Never mind. So let's just continue. Yeah, I have to block this one. Okay. I still have 2 mana until end of turn, and destroy a target creature of power 4. That's an instant. Okay. This is not looking good, unfortunately. I've never seen someone draw such a perfect opening hand before. Like how... Like, in sealed, I should say. So he's just swinging with those 2. Okay. Search for a basic land, reveal it, put it... Okay. Steel Web Surveyor. Okay, so he gets to search for a land. Okay, why? I'm drawing nothing. 6. Nothing but lands. Yeah, I can't win this. And that has reach. Like, I've never seen someone... Okay, well, at least we got 3 wins. Okay, so we went 3 and 3. So, I guess average, you could say. Claim the prize. 1,200. 3. Okay. So, well, that was it for this challenge. Like I said, we went 3 and 3, so I guess you could consider that average. If you enjoy the video, feel free to leave a like, leave any comments or suggestions for ways I could have built the deck better. I thank you for tuning in and hope you have a good day.